Time to tell it like it is.
What's up, YouTube? Today's rant topic, justice served. Judge Judy style. Let's go.
Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants. I'm gon' keep it real. Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants. I'm gon' keep it real. Harvey Rants. Harvey Rants.
Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Young man, have a seat.
Miss Moore, I assume this is your son, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
14.
You're a lucky boy. Miss Moore, according to your complaint, you have a friend, and that friend is the sister of the defendant.
Correct.
Her name is Patricia. Patricia came over to your home for an evening with her daughter, Patricia's niece.
Correct.
And they were going to spend the evening. Your daughter, 16.
Correct.
And at some point in the evening, you gave your son the keys to your car so that he and Miss Bailey's daughter could go out and listen to music in the car.
The keys were already in the car.
You left them in the car.
I did, because of where we live, yes.
So you've always left the keys in the car?
Always.
Where the fuck do you live that you can always leave your keys in the car?
Your son asked you if they could go out and listen to music in the car, and you said yes.
Yes.
And then, some point during the night, your son and Miss Bailey's daughter took the car. Is that right, young man?
Yes.
Oh, step up. You took the car at what time?
It was about 10 o'clock.
At night.
Yes.
Where was your mother?
In bed.
I think this is a case of a very lazy and irresponsible ass mother. Irresponsible because she leave the keys in the car all the time. I don't believe that because of where you live at, you leave the keys in the car. I think she probably has a habit of losing her keys all the time. Very irresponsible. Also, late night, her son, I believe, only 13, 14 years old, still up late at night, mother's gone to bed already before the kids go to bed. Very irresponsible. Lazy, and this is not to be funny at all. I promise you not to be funny at all. Judging by the size of her son, looks like he's very, very familiar with fast food. I'm thinking mommy ain't cooking too many home-cooked meals. Or at least not too many healthy home-cooked meals. Still lazy.
And she said she wanted to drive down to our grandpa's house just to take the car, and I wasn't thinking anything bad of it because she lets me do it all the time.
Who'd let you do it?
My mom.
So your mom lets you drive the car all the time?
On the property.
I would bet anything that these habits have been going on for a very, very long time. Mommy's too lazy to take her son to the park and play with him or go outside with him. Oh, just let him do whatever he wants, you know. Hey, as long as you're on the property, as long as you're in the house, don't matter if you're doing drugs, whatever, as long as you're on the property, one of those type of parents. That's what I bet you that's what it is.
She was just going like 60 miles per hour on a corner and fishtailed it and we flipped the car.
So the car flipped over and Perry Ann was driving?
Right.
And Perry Ann was killed at the scene?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
This happened several months ago.
October 3rd.
And Miss Moore, you want Miss Bailey, you want her to pay for your son's medical bills
Yes, ma'am.
and the car, because the car was totaled.
Right.
Wow. Wow, this young lady has lost her life because your choice to be an irresponsible ass parent, how fucking dare you bring her mother to court to sue her?
Miss Bailey has a counterclaim for her daughter's pain and suffering and her loss of life because her daughter was killed in your car where you made the keys available and you gave her daughter permission to be in the car.
To listen to music. I didn't give her permission to drive the car. She did that on her own free will.
What the fuck? You know, it's sad that she doesn't realize. She's not smart enough to get this. She doesn't understand it. It doesn't fucking matter if you didn't have to specifically tell her, hey, whether you can or cannot drive the fucking car. You provided the means. You provided the means for this to happen. You fucking dumb bitch. Yes. Dumb bitch. You are expected to be the responsible person in this situation. You are expected to be the responsible person. That's why you're the parent. That's your role as a fucking parent, to be the responsible one in situations like this, in all situations pertaining to your children, especially when they're only 13, 14, 15 years old. It's so sad because she doesn't get it. She doesn't see where she failed. If she really thinks that she has any chance at all, she has failed as a person. Not just as a parent, she has failed as a person. Maybe this lady needs to go back to her parents and start all over again. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe she wasn't raised right.
And you let your 14-year-old son drive the car, he says.
Only on the property.
I don't care if he drives it on the property, if he drives it on Pluto. He's not permitted to be behind the wheel of a car.
Thank you. Point very well made.
Was your daughter killed instantly in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
I have the police report if you like. I read it.
Sure.
And there's photos of the car also, if I can see that.
What difference does it make?
Just asking.
What difference does it make? I mean, do you honestly believe that you have a case? Do you honestly believe that any fact finder, whether it be a judge or a jury, is going to find your position sympathetic, Miss Moore?
I never gave her permission to drive the car.
Listen to me. So is what you're telling me that if she were killed on the property because she was driving the car, your position would be different? Is that what you're telling me? That if the car turned over on the property, your position would be different? Think carefully what you just said.
That I never gave her permission to drive the car.
No, that's not what you just said. You said I never gave him permission to drive off the property.
I never gave her permission to drive the car, period.
You don't have to. You gave them the method. You gave them a car with the keys in it.
The keys are always left in the car. Because we live out in the middle of nowhere.
Miss Moore, there is something very wrong with you, because other than saying to this lady, I know I can never make it better. And I have my son, who looks very healthy to me.
Going through physical therapy.
Just a second. Who looks very healthy to me. He was able to come with you to court today, and he doesn't look like he's missed a meal. Other than that, I would turn to her and I would say to her, I can't tell you how terrible I feel that in my home, in my car, with the keys that I leave in the car, your daughter met such an early death. Instead of saying that, you sue her for the damage to your car. You're an idiot. Judgment on the counterclaim for $5,000. Your claim is dismissed. Out.
Something apparently is really, really wrong with this lady. If she really thought that she was going to win this case. I'm glad that justice was served. And I will say, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking this as well, that she deserved a whole lot more. She honestly deserved a whole lot more. She lost her daughter, you know. Life was lost in this situation because of a ignorant ass, dumb ass fucking parent, man. I don't even want to refer to her as a parent anymore. She hasn't been parent-like at all. Not at all. Very irresponsible. Extremely irresponsible, actually. This is just sad. Extremely sad.
I just want to plead to parents, when you're in a party environment, keep an eye on the children. No one should leave keys in a vehicle. I don't care where you live.
Perry Ann died because she made some very stupid mistakes.
You motherfucking bitch. I don't like to wish bad things on people, but I hope so much that nothing nice ever happens for this woman again in her life. I hope that her kids are taken away from her. I hope her son, 14-year-old son, is taken away. She should be by herself, lonely as fuck, until her dying day. Crazy ass bitch, man. What the fuck is wrong with this lady, man? I hope she sees this video. I hope she personally sees this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, share my video, and please leave a comment. Please, please, take better care of your kids. Be responsible parents.